When building the shed, the first thing to identify is the base. That is the base. That is what it looks like. It's the only piece that looks like that, so it'll be very easy to find. So there's 4 of these panels. You're gonna get the 2 that say C and D, and it's really easy to spot. This one says D right here, and it has an arrow facing up. That's the orientation you're gonna want to sit it. This one is C with the arrow facing up. We're going to look at door C. With door C, you have this piece right here. It's for the hinges, and you're gonna want to align it with the 2 parts right here. That's where a screw's gonna go through here and here to hold it down. Now this one says L, and this one says R. R goes with the D, and the L goes with the C. Now, we tried to, but we can't pull them back out. We think there's a little nub here you can push in and then pull this out. That's what's locking it, but we couldn't get it back out. It doesn't matter. If you set them right here, it should be good. The next step is going to be to use the M4 by 19 millimeter screws that came with the kit. 4 of them. There's gonna be 2 for each side, and drill those hinges into the door. So up here, and up here, where it has those screw holes right there, we're going to use these screws, and it's super helpful. The girlfriend suggested this, that we use these little magnet trays that we got. And we'll be using this Fantic screwdriver with a bunch of bits on it that is also powered and has a light. Now that we went ahead and screwed these pieces on, we're gonna take door C and only door C and then put it on the base, and then we'll put the back part in. So always on this one, the back part is the higher end and it slopes down. So if you pay attention to that, you can easily slot this into place.
Any more screws?
There we go. The next part is this back panel, and we're going to do it to where the part that's folded in the middle is on the inside. And there's a slit at the bottom at which that panel is going to sit in.
Holding.
Okay, go. Hold on. It's tilting.
Oh, okay.
Alice had the great idea of sliding it from the top down into the bottom. To make it slotting easier, you're gonna want to go and use your fingers and just pinch this edge right here, and you push the fibers together and you slot it down all the way here. Just pay attention to these parts because that's what'll stop you. Basically went ahead and pushed it all the way down, slotted it in, and now it fits perfectly, and we can add that D side. And it's in. So far, we've put the floor down, we put side C and side D together, and then we put side C on the bottom, we put the back plate on, and then we put side D on. Turned it around because now we're on the back side, and we have to screw in the M4 by 25 screws, 11 of them. I think 3 along here, the rest on the bottom, and then 3 along on this side as well. And that will secure the back plate, the side plates, to the bottom plate. All the screws that you need to pay attention to are the one right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So those are the 11 screws that you're gonna wanna screw in. Now we're looking at the top piece. You'll know what the top piece looks like by the fact it has a hinge. So this back part is bendable, and that's why it's going on the top. Now there's a locking part right here, and there's 2 holes in the front. So you're gonna get this piece, you're gonna put it on there, and then you're going to use the M4 by 25 millimeter screws, 2 of them, to fill in those holes. Back outside, the hinge part is going to be on the back of the unit. So the part that folds right here, it's gonna be on the back. It's just gonna slot in on the very edges. So there's giant holes for it, and they're gonna go through. Okay, now I just gotta make sure that this piece fits in the back panel. Oh, I think I got it, huh? The girlfriend pointed out that water might get in on these hinges, which is totally right. But there's a small drain right here, little channel, if you will, and it should channel the water to the very edges. So that's a pretty good design. And this part right here is going to drain out. You can see the little holes right there. There's little tabs on the very edges. You're gonna want to make sure that that clicks into place, and it will make an audible click. So make sure that clicks into place. Girlfriend, let's test it by putting it down and see just how it looks really quick. Cool. It's got a little bit of an overhang for some water protection, and the sides, pretty sturdy. I mean, as sturdy as you can make a resin shed. So that's the top, all done. Now we need to go back and screw in the back. Screws go back here. All right, we screwed in the whole top. So you're gonna have 2 on the side here, 1 kind of in the middle of the middle, 1 in the actual middle, 1 in the middle of the middle on this side, and then 2 on the edge. That's how that's gonna look. Let's go on to the next part. And the next step is gonna be the door. So there's 2 doors. You're gonna get the one that says B on it. And it's on the flip side. If you look right here, it's an upside down B because we have the panel upside down. You're gonna want the panel upside down because you're going to need these 2 pieces, the QX1 and then the PX1. Now this is for the bottom part where it latches to the floor. And inside looks like this. So what we're gonna want to do is slide this one in and then slide this one in. It's keyed, so it's only gonna go in one way. This is the proper way. We're just gonna push it in. This one goes in first, comes out here, and then this one goes in second. I think it just friction holds it in, and then this just slides up and down. And that's how you latch it. On the inside of the door, you're gonna notice there's this little hole. We just pulled the latch all the way out. Make sure that piece that went in the last part goes all the way in. Ours had a little bit of a gap, but just stand the door up and push it down. And then you'll use this screw. This is the last screw of its kind. It is the M4x19 hole. Screw it in, and you're done. Now it's time to go outside. We have both panels. I have the B panel, the one we just put the latch on. That is going to go on this side of the shed. And then the A is gonna go on that side over there. Before we start, we're gonna wanna make sure that this part is up. The doors are kind of just slide and sit into place. There is this part right here that we screwed in earlier. And then there's this little notch on the floor. It's gonna sit in that and that. Cool. And then it just shuts. So that's your B side. And then this is the A side. There we go. Ta-da!
Go down.
I feel like a barn animal.
Fun in a box.
And that's how you make your shed. I look kind of scary with the light on me like this. So you have 2 of these door handles, and then you have this little part, and this little part is gonna slide in to make a circle. So girlfriend, go put it in, and it just slots in like that. And that's so that this piece can go in the center and lock it. Inside the door, there's 1, 2, 3 screw holes. The handle is going to go on the outside of the door. So you're gonna wanna have someone hold this on the outside, and then you're just going to screw through the door on these into the handle. Don't forget about that one down there. You put this one to the door. Before you put this back piece on and this piece, you're gonna want to put this last piece in. This last piece is what basically will lock the top part. So the reason why you need to put this in before you screw this there is because it has this piece so it doesn't fall out. Pretty smart. It has this little plastic tab that you need to thread through here, and then you can bolt it to here. And then that's it. Ta-da! That is your storage shed. Alice left me, and we can just go inside of it. Let's close these really quick. Remember, this one closes after this one, and we'll go ahead and close the top. We'll see what it looks like inside. It's probably gonna be very dark, and it's very dark. There's a little bit of light peeking through on the side here. That's pretty much it. Now, there isn't light coming from the top. I'm currently, here, let me open this a little bit. I'm currently pointing at the top. There is no light up here. So that's good. That means there should be no water leakage or anything like that. So it does say that it's waterproof. I like it. That's the shed. This is actually going to be for my 3D printer that we're keeping out here. So we need it to be waterproof. We need it to be a little bit durable, and it seems to check all those boxes. So if you want to pick this up for yourself, if you want to take a good look at it, it'll be in the description below the like button. Out of all the options out there, this one feels pretty solid. And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below, and we can get them answered. It looks like you do need to take the top off, by the way, to pull these doors off. And that's just because not just because of this part, but there is like a little bit in here that prevents it. And honestly, I think that's just to help with rain not getting into it. So I don't mind if whenever I need to open this up, I need to lift this up a little bit, and then I can pull these across, and then boom. You know what I mean? So yeah, it'll be in the description below, like button. Any questions, comment below.